NFL Draft Prospect Special. Today we're going to highlight K'Von Wallace, cornerback slash safety out of Clemson University. If you like the video today, please come in and share it. I'm your host, Vincent Turner. Join me today is this young man out of Florida State University. First round pick in the 1981 draft, 25th selection overall, Mr. Bobby Butler, by way of Florida State. I said that once, and by way of the Atlanta Falcons. If you like the video today, please come in and share it as we're going to break down K'Von Wallace, cornerback, Clemson University. Brother Butler, take it away. You on the stand, my brother. Amen.
All right. K'Von, 5'11", 194 pounds. Played more safety at Clemson than he did corner, right? But he can play it all, right? The thing I like about him is the fact that he's had experience at every position in the secondary, which is going to pay dividends for him on the next level, because the more you can do. But he also played in a secondary with Tanner Muse, Isaiah Simmons, A.J. Terrell, and some great ball players. And so we don't know about him as much. But I'm going to tell you this about him. He's got great range from the safety position. I've seen that. One of the things I see that he have a little problems with is tall receivers. So with him, what I see on the next level, I don't see him playing a lot of safety on the next level. He's small to play safety on the next level. He's 5'11", 194. But here's the thing, though. He's got heart. He's got heart. He's enthusiastic about his play. He gets to the ball. He get after it. I love the way he fill the hole, especially in that D gap. The backside, outside of that tight end, when it comes up for run support, how he feel. And he don't mind throwing his body around with bigger ball players who's carrying the ball. I like that about him. So that shows me that he's fierce. He's not afraid. He's not intimidated. But one thing I can tell you about him, he's been coached well. That's going to take him far. Now, what I see for him on the next level, I see him more as a covering the slot position, right? More of a nickel or dime piece with his size. I don't see him matching up with tight ends quite well on the next level. I don't see him matching up with outside wide receiver, Z or X. Some of those guys are 6'3" to 6'5", right? But where I see him at, he can make a good living on that slot on the next level. So here's what I would tell him. When you go to camp, you start covering the slot guy. Cover the slot guy with the same enthusiasm you did while you played in college. And then the other thing I would tell him to do is to make sure that you go to every special team meeting. If they don't have you on the special team, you ask to be on the special team. And you do that with your whole heart. Because I'm going to tell you something about special teams in the National Football League. It's a specialty area. That's why it's called special teams, right?
Yes, sir.
You can make a name for yourself on special teams and have a 10, 11, 12-year career going down there on special teams. I played with a guy by the name of Elbert Shelley.
Yes, sir.
Elbert Shelley, in my opinion, was a great, strong safety, but never got the opportunity because he was such a value on special teams. But he was an all-pro, year in, year out on special teams. So that's what I would tell you, K'Von. Make sure when you go on camp, do everything you can do. The more you can do, the better. Make sure you get involved with special teams on a high level. And make sure when you're doing one-on-ones that you go against that slot receiver and you show the world what kind of abilities you got. Because you got the fire, you got the desire, and you got the enthusiasm. So that's what I would say to you.
I like a lot about Mr. Wallace. I like him so much, I'm getting hyped about him. What I like about him, 36 starts. He played in 59 games. That's a lot of football.
That's a lot of football.
Then he had 136 tackles in his junior and senior season.
Yes,
so that's telling me, you played at a high position, he ran the football.
Right.
The most important thing, you know this, Brother Butler, it's a safety. He's a good open field tackle.
He can tackle open field.
Character off the charts. Got his degree in 3 years.
Right.
Intern with the NFL as a junior. Straight A and B student. So he's at another level.
Yes.
Then he was motivated. But what I like about his story most of all, his mother worked 3 jobs and got her associate's degree.
Wow.
So he got a lot of good blood.
He got a lot of good blood in
now
him.
follow me with this. You're gonna like this. When you look at him, he played corner and slot. Let's go back to the big games against Ohio State.
Yes.
Sacking in 2 tackles.
Yes.
Played very high.
Very high.
LSU. Now, everybody else made a lot of noise with the LSU receiving group, but Justin Jefferson, who had the great comeback out of LSU, he made Justin Jefferson like this.
Quiet. That's right.
Quiet.
That's right. You didn't
and
hear
played
from
him in the slot.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
The family, what I'm talking about, mister Wallace, what I like about him most of all, he got this thing, and you can help me out, Mr. Florida State yourself. He got a little bit of Leroy Butler. When Leroy played corner and then went to the NFL and played safety with Green Bay.
Exactly.
He got a guy that was in your draft out of San Fernando, California, by the way of USC, Ronnie Lott. Remember, he was a corner and went to safety.
Absolutely.
Then another guy who played at the Ohio State, who's one of the top safeties right now, Mr. Malcolm Jenkins, came in the league with New Orleans as a corner. And then made a safety. But this young man, I like everything about him.
Yes.
Class, character, degree in 3 years, 3-time All-ACC, 136 tackles in 2 years, 59 games he's played in, 36 tackles. I like this young man here. And to me, you know yourself, you played at a high level. This guy going to play a long time in the National Football League.
He's going to play a long time, and the more he can do. Because one thing about the NFL, and people know this, we all know great football players, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we've seen them over the years.
That's why I got you on the show with me, sir.
And
that's why, because you the best, sir. You have seen it all.
And when you and I have conversations, we go back deep, way back in the jungle. Right?
Yes, sir. You came out one of the best drafts. Can I say it again?
All right.
Ricky Jackson.
That's right.
Mike Singletary.
That's right.
Ronnie Lott. Dennis Smith. Come on now.
That's
I'm
right.
very blessed to have you here at 100 Yards Football if you want to be real about it.
That's right. And so when we look at football, professional football, there's some things that they do in those front offices
Yes, sir.
that I don't necessarily agree with.
Yes, sir.
Because thank God I came up in the era that I came in.
Yes,
I went to college, I weighed 145 pounds.
Yes, sir.
When I was drafted in the first round, I weighed
Yes, sir.
155 pounds.
Yes,
right?
sir.
But because I could play, I got the opportunity to play.
Yes, sir.
Nowadays, if you don't fit a certain mold physically, you're not getting the same opportunity. So that's why I would say to him, oh yeah, he can have a long NFL career. But the more you can do, he's already smart and intelligent, we know that, and he's a leader. That will take you a long way right there. And he played on a great college football team where leadership was valued. And he had a great head coach and a great defensive coordinator. And I'm telling you, the sky could be the limit for him. But the more he can do, it's going to work out for him. And then once you get in there, do your thing, young man. Do your thing, young man.
That being said, all I know is Kayvon Wallace, in my opinion, is a phenomenal football player. I like his story. Final words from Mr. Wallace, Brother Butler.
Listen, the more you can do, you got it. You're athletic. You know, you're not real big. That's okay. None of us was. But I played 12 years. So I'm not saying that you need to have that. You don't. Go in there, play lights out, work hard, show them your leadership capabilities, add more value to yourself than just a player.
That being said, much love to my father, Chester Turner. I hope you get well. You coming home Saturday, Dad. My dad's favorite player is Walter Payton. He loves Jackson State. Also to my people in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, God bless. Have a wonderful day. We are 100 Yards of Football.